Okay, first bit of good news in today's project is that I'm clean. No more pressure washers, no more boxes above. Man, I feel so accomplished. Right, I still have a little more pressure washing stuff to do, a few more videos, but what we're gonna work on today is install of full, I guess it's downpipe back HMS exhaust. So this is all, it looks like T304 stainless. This is an exhaust I bought through GMP Performance here in the US, and they imported it from HMS. HMS is in Germany. And so this is a valved exhaust. I'll show you all the details of this as we kind of work through this project. But this is a valved exhaust, but goes from the catted downpipes that I replaced on the car. I put the catted downpipes on in preparation for this. So there are normally, I think it is, where is it? I think it's like right here. There's a secondary cat that this removes, and so we'll still have the primary cats on the downpipes, but remove the secondary cats from this section here, and we'll talk about why and all that as I work through the project. But I'm excited about this exhaust. I think this is going to be great. The one mistake that I made, I forgot to dictate. I don't know if it's an option or not. I'll find out that information. I'm sure they'll respond to this, or maybe they can make a comment in the video. I did polish stainless tips, but I'm not a chrome looking kind of guy. I really need them to be black. So maybe that'll be another project where we have it some sort of ceramic painted or something like that in the future, like IND does on the Iceman black that I had on my M3. So another couple of things in this project I'm gonna have to work on here today. I've got to get the bumper cover off and put it back in place. One of the tabs, it appears, is up on the, so it's not clipped where it's supposed to be, and so there's a little bump on the rear bumper cover. So we'll remove that. I'm going to play with the diffuser a little bit as well. So we're going to remove all the stuff. And one thing that we need to talk about here, let me just put this up here so you can see. Okay, so this is a very similar exhaust design to the Akra that's on there. It just looks more stout to me. I always prefer the sound of stainless over any titanium exhaust that I've ever had in the past. So here's your valve system. So exhaust comes down. If the valve's closed, it routes all the way through the muffler and then out. The other option is when the valves are open, then you have this straight through section. So it opens up all sides or all sections of the exhaust. So you get more sound. And so option one is I just leave this open, because I'm not really interested in the valve transition. They actually give us, HMS gives you, it comes with the exhaust, comes with a whole kit to wire it up to the car. I'm not going to do that. So sorry to them if that was the plan for me to make it in the video. I'm not doing that. I'm going to leave that out. What I may do, I have the wireless Akra in the car. So what I may do is just leave that in the car and set this up on that valve system, on the valve system that's already part of the wireless Akra switch. It's a vacuum actuated valve, and so the vacuum line's already there, so I may use that. I don't know, we'll see. Or I may just cut all that out and just leave it open all the time. I'm not a valve guy, I don't find the need to have valves. So anyway, let's start tearing apart the car and getting prepared to put this stuff together. So here's what we're working with. So I'm going to take this off. All right, so I'm going to take this piece off, and we'll see. We're going to drop the rear section down, then I'll drop the center section down. I got to take this brace off here in order to get the center section out. So there's just 2 bolts here. I'm going to pull these 4 bolts out so I can get this piece out. Take the two bolts off of each side where the downpipes are. So I have to do that all the way back here. And that's basically it. And then while I got this off, I got to figure out the rear bumper cover, how to take that off. But first I'm going to start with removing the rear diffuser here. So let's do that. One of the things I'm going to be tackling here soon is pneumatic tools. Although these electric are pretty darn efficient.
I have.
And then this one here. There we go. Last one. Okay. There goes our little carbon fiber diffuser. So it looks like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to get this thing out of here with this diffuser on. So I don't think that, yeah, there's no tape on this, so it'll just unclip. That was easy enough. So see these little clips, or these little tab thingers, just keep it sliding in place. I wonder what it looks like if I remove these canard thingers and just go with just the diffuser. I'm going to take that off and see what it looks like. I wonder if I could get some sort of caps or something, because this would look pretty good if it was just that and not do this section. We'll see. All right, so here's what we got. So there's the Akra. Now I can reach my grommets in there. So I'm going to loosen these bolts here, because there's two sections to this. Just going to loosen those up, attach our vacuum line. Let's just pull that off right now. So there's our vacuum line detached, and we'll keep working through this. All right, so I just took these two bolts out here. I'm going to pull the grommet out. And this middle section should be ready to come out. All right, now that that's off, I'm going to pull these grommets off, and we should be able to drop the exhaust out. Luckily, this is titanium. It should be light. All right, so those are at least popped over the thing, so now I ought to be able to push this out of the way. I should be pulling the grommet off the exhaust, not off the car, but we're almost off now. So there you go. Here's the Akra. Looks basically identical to the one I'm putting on. So probably not going to sound a whole heck of a lot difference other than titanium versus stainless. All right. So now I got to tackle the mid pipe. So first thing I'm going to do, take off this brace. Ouch. Take off this brace. 19. Guess I don't really need a deep well, but what I grabbed. May not even need to take this brace off. Let's see if we can slide this out. So I think I can reach these without taking any of the plate off. Maybe that should come out. Let's see if we can. Or do I go backwards? I'm gonna have to take the sticky brace off. 19 millimeters. 19. This will do it. If I can get past this guy. Alright, now I gotta take these out because I'm stupid. These things are falling down my head now. P50. I don't know what to do with the darn ratchet. So this whole thing's gonna come down on your head too. Okay. Yep. That one's not titanium, as you can tell. Yep. But it looks like he had the resonators put in place. I don't think it's custom made. I don't know what that is. It's not Akra. Something or other. Alright, so we're going to take some pictures of the HMS here and then get to installing. Alright, so I gotta pull these off. I need to reuse these grommets. Why do these look so nice? We got a new one. Shoot. Yeah, this is BMW, so I kind of compromised it a little bit with the screwdriver. I was jamming on there to try to get it off. There's that, and then I got a new one. This is from an M3, but it'll be the same idea. So I think we should put the rear section on first. I wonder if I should pull the bumper cover off while we're at it before I mess with the exhaust to fix that. I need this thing to be taller. I should get some bigger blocks if it was just a couple of inches higher. So this here is broken, compromised, so that's why I got a new one. All right, so now we're gonna put the mid pipe on. So you gonna hold this in place for me, Scott? When we get these, I think just come back to the very back here right behind the camera. If you can just hold it up. You gotta come all the way up. The heck? Hold on. What the flip? This like isn't. Oh, it's gotta come over that way, I think. It's like it isn't even close. I need a freaking hammer. Hold that there for 1 second. Supposed to be like this, but I wonder if I can pull it on there now with the nuts. Just the downpipes aren't quite lining up.
Say, what are those downpipes V-band, or are they?
Yeah.
So maybe that one just has to be rotated, that's why.
They probably had to do something to get that other mid pipe on here. Go. Oh, this one's fatter. I'm gonna say. The other one I couldn't put a socket through. You get a heftier 3/8 because this is a little weak. So I've got fresh gaskets on here. I just don't have fresh studs and fresh nuts. I bought some of these nuts, but they were for the N54, but apparently it wasn't correct on the website that I bought them from. I think I got them from ECS. I want these tight, but I don't want to break them. All right, we're good. So that part's done. How does that look? You can probably let go and it'll probably sit. Yeah. All right, so there's what we look like. Now, I guess I should put the second section on. So here's the mid pipe. I don't want to scratch my new countertops. We'll go on the old countertop. So there's those clamp bands. I don't know what these are called, what kind of bands these are called, but go. Okay, that's on. Now we'll have to set the distance after we get the rear section all set up. So now what I think we should do, I can never remember which is better, to put the grommets on first or second. Or do we put them on the, I think I put them on the exhaust and then put the exhaust in place. Hope I don't have to take that off. And that one. That's the easy part. Now comes the hard part. Put this thing in place. Oh boy. So, what we gotta do, okay, this will just sit up next to this. And here, this shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, all right, if you can grab that end. I'll bring this one in here. We'll get this one on first. Okay, and bring it all the way up. Oh boy. It's not on there very good, but I don't want you to blow out your arms here. There's two. Okay, you're good. Now I gotta try to get that back one on. Boom. In. Now, looks good there, it's good there. Now, this needs to be torqued, bolted, and torqued together. And we don't have a gasket, so we're going to try to do it without a gasket. I think it's possible, since they don't send a gasket, maybe we don't need one. There appears to be some sort of, there's like anti-seize all over these bolts. Maybe we're okay. Those look pretty tight. This joint here looks pretty good. How are we looking back here? Wow, solid. Well, we don't know if it's lined up because I don't have the diffuser on, but it looks like it might be lined up. I think this exhaust is going to sound great. Then again, every exhaust I've ever bought, I think it's going to sound great. We're in. Solid, bro. Let me really torque this down here. It's 19. Oh, we got everything torqued. We're gonna make sure you remind me to wipe this thing off before we're done, because I got fingerprints all over it. Okay, I'll put the diffuser on. I think it's done, so let me hook up the valve. So this is where it will be a lot more complicated. You know, we should be doing the HMS valve system. I'm gonna put a new zip tie on this. I gotta get this anti-seize off my fingers. Dang it. Hate this crap. This feels great on my lower back. Staying in here, half crouched, trying not to smash my head. Doing the calibrated torque wrist tightening. I also have calibration right here. I certify this once a week, so that pushing is certified all the way up through my elbow. Shoulder's not certified though, so we're safe. All right, in. All good shops use Bounty, the quicker picker upper, and brake cleaner. That'll get our fingerprints off. This thing actually gets pretty solid when we get it all together. Yeah, this one, those two we won't reuse. Those will go with the Akra. I'm the only psycho that throws an Akra in the trash. Everybody dreams of having an Akra, and I don't want anything to do with it. See if we can get, yeah, see it sinks too far in there. How am I gonna fix that?
Put what am I thinking?
A nut.
Yeah, like something on there.
I need a 10 mil nut. I got nothing.
There's a little one on the switch tracks over
here. In the floor. So that's pretty stout, actually. Don't touch it too hard. I don't want it to fall off. Just pretend like it's done. All right, let's see what it sounds like. I'm gonna put the wheel back on. find out if it drones when I drive it. All right, so I promise you I'll have some driving videos and some more with it. First glance, the first hearing of it, I think it's good. So, you know, N54 is right out of the box. They burble a little bit, but I think this is going to be a good setup. At least I hope. I know I've said that a million times. So valves do work with the Akra setup. Again, this does come with its own button you can press, but then you have to wire it all up. Since I already have this set up, I figure why mess with it. So I guess I will retain the valve operation. Yeah, we'll have some more driving videos in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be gone for a few days, and then I'm going to be down working on the M3. And so after I have a little bit of time to get the injectors done, then I'll be able to go out and drive the car and get some flyby videos for you. So anyway, thanks for watching this one, and I'll have more of a verdict on the HMS exhaust with factory downpipes coming up in the future. So thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. This 1M is going to be sick when it's done. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.